reacting to the new girl group Billlie and their debut song called Ring by Ring off of their album The Village of Perception, Chapter 1. So, what are you looking at?
There are 3 L's.
Yes, there are 3 L's. We are not tripping. Let me tell you a little bit about Billie's story. So, on the 11th day of summer, when the bell rings 11 times, a fearsome intruder will appear. It will take someone to the other side of the world. After the bell chimed 11 times, a girl named Billlie disappeared. And speaking of trying to avoid fearsome intruders, this video is brought to you by NordVPN. More on that in a few seconds. Billlie relied on her friends to be with her and protect her on that day, but her friends did not, and now they are stuck here with their guilt, looking and waiting for her return. So this story is very present in Ring by Ring's lyrics. The lyrics sing, "They say there's no marks. Is she dead? No one knows. Can we talk? Not anymore. It's all right. No, it's not okay. We'll be fine. You know it's not. Ring, ring a bell. Ring, ring a bell." The song is composed by E. Minsu. So, if you haven't seen a million of these ads already, NordVPN is a virtual private network that benefits your life online in so many different ways. From protecting your computer data from hackers and malware, to allowing you to be able to gain access to certain region-blocked content. I'm guessing there's a handful of some YouTube videos, K-pop songs, or J-pop that isn't available in all countries, so no problem. Just use NordVPN to be able to access that blocked content in your country. On top of that, you can use NordVPN to tap into other countries' Netflix libraries! For example, the Netflix library in the United States doesn't have the Spider-Man movies. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect to South Korea. Boom! South Korea's Netflix does have Spider-Man movies, and thanks to NordVPN, I can just watch them now instead of buying the DVD or going to YouTube and paying $2 to rent it. So a huge thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video and allowing us to give you all a fantastic holiday deal. Click on the link in the description or go to nordvpn.com and use the promo code ReacttotheK to get a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month with a huge freaking discount. Now back to Billlie.
Ready.
3.
What? 3, 2, 1. Scary. She's scary.
See, the chords already. Like.
Yeah. Mystic story.
Oh, that was it. Oh my god, she's so kawaii.
Kawaii. It's kind of creepy though. I like the soundscape that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Already catches my attention. ASMR.
Oh, it's spooky.
Stairs.
What? Tritone? Oh no. Why do I feel the devil in me?
What?
This is not the vibe I was expecting going into it.
It all has motifs, yeah. Oh.
Sure.
Where's tonal center? I don't know tonal center. I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I like the space.
They like G a lot, even though the song's not in G. D major? I like the suspension. Ooh, super cool. Oh! Oh!
Damn, that percussion is crazy.
That's major! Here's do. Please don't leave me. It's gone.
Like these like twinkling synth sounds. It's an interesting juxtaposition with the alarm sound going on in the lower synth.
Huh? Whoa.
We're going through so many different vocal.
That's a different
sounds.
pre-chorus.
There's a lot more energy in the chorus, I think. Like the whole thing is pretty urgent, but I don't know, this feels more upbeat and kind of happier.
Oh, whoa, new mixture.
Interesting.
That felt like the cold never bothered me.
Okay, and we're back.
April Fool's. Ooh, the groove of this rap is different.
The tone of the rapping was dissonant in parts. That was pretty cool. Ooh, I like how it's ascending the intervals. That's crazy. Or it's inverting.
Whoa!
Ooh, a little breakdancing. Carol the Bells? Oh, they actually repeated that. They doubled down.
Let's ring the bell, and then they do Carol the Bells, so it makes sense.
Oh, all these like hits coming in from the right side. Oh my goodness.
I figured out these tritones. It's T and Fa in D major, so it's a diatonic tritone.
Nice.
Oh no, it ends in G!
Is that it?
Interesting. Oh, door.
Is it back? Billie's back? Maybe?
Don't go toward the light. Oh, she's dead.
She's dead?
Yeah, they made her a box.
Oh man, that was like so unexpected. Because you know, like you see the first part and it's just like this like very different aesthetic from the rest
The whole video.
the entire
The whole
video.
song.
And then it just comes back at the end and I'm like, what?
Listen, I didn't think there was any possibility of creating a new group sound that didn't already exist in the K-pop industry because so many different styles exist with each group. Everyone has so many different colors. I'm like, all the past debuts at least remind me of another group, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I can connect this sound to. Literally.
Is that a tritone? Like, da-na-na. I think that's why it was so jarring.
We begin with C, and we go to F sharp.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you knew that.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Someone just went missing.
Someone just died.
Somebody did die!
We did it. We did it.
Meanwhile.
Spooky.
So it blows my mind that it felt like there was no sense of tonal center at the beginning, and kind of throughout it was kind of lost. Yet most of what I felt like was dissonant was diatonic to the most home tone they had to something, which was diatonic to D major.
I think it's because in the beginning they were switching from minor to major so fast with different timbres for each.
Do you want to try to figure out what that at the
I will
beginning is? Is
support
it in
you
B
as
minor?
you try to figure it out.
If that's the intro, the Mystic Story part, that screwed me up. Because that's in A flat major, even though we're in D.
That's just the logo. That's just the logo.
Ugh.
Yeah, what? When the lasers just start hitting?
They start with the try.
Now they're singing on the C, which is super weird.
And the motifs just constantly change.
So like, is it C sharp Phrygian? Is it D Lydian?
I think that the main thing about this song is that the use of Lydian, because it's like tritone away. It's like, yeah, it's just basically it's just a 4 to 1 motion. It's like it's just like that, but it's like, and then it goes to like. It's just like a G Lydian to D Lydian.
I love how like the first time the bell and the voice comes in, it's like da 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 da, and then it's like da 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 da, and then it's like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Motif development. Woo!
Do you have those two chords?
That's tonicizing. That's about to diminish tonic size to minor.
Yeah, it's actually like really, it's really interesting because the entire thing starts on this like really dissonant tritone. It almost makes the minor sound lighter. I don't know. Usually when songs are in minor, it has like a very specific, more like mysterious or darker tone in comparison to major. But it almost sounds.
It's like a relief
like the
from
feeling
the
of
dissonance
of major, but it actually is minor.
Wait, so how do we get there?
Yeah, I don't know. Does it just go straight in? Wait, there was 5.
Yeah, there was 2, 5, 1, I think.
Yeah.
And also that tritone almost like hints at a dominant function into that, right? And then resolved.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. That's so cool.
Wait,
that's like such a cool thing.
Yeah, that functions so well.
Yeah, so it's like alluding to the chorus because the beginning starts in this tritone that's part of the 5 of the major key that we get to. So 5 of D is oh my god, Rachel, A major, and then with an added 7. And so what they did is they used the C sharp and the G up here.
That tritone.
And then that brings us to D major in the chorus. That's so interesting. And then
yeah.
Like I wonder who came up with that. I've never like heard a song that does that before.
I'm surprised how like smoothly that works.
Yeah, it works really well.
But I don't know. I feel like I want to listen more about the Lydian color. It's like at the chorus and they just switch it to absolutely tonal and it's like.
What does that sound like?
Just like it's like and then suddenly like it's like too tonal.
It's so satisfying.
I actually kind of liked it.
Oh.
It was like, whoa, all of a sudden it feels like more emotional and like lyrical to me. But I know there's different like, you know.
Yeah,
views.
I just wish they can prolong a little bit of Lydian color. It's
cool.
like maybe like this sound at least the first note like there's some Lydian and then go to the tonal.
You really like the smooth transitions. I've been noticing that.
Yeah, it like goes double time almost, like the feel between the verses and the chorus. Ew, what is that progression?
What happens there?
It's just a half step lower than it should be. You're expecting this.
So the upper note of that vocal thing, that vocal hemiola, like starts going up chromatically, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because it hits our expectations so hard, I don't even think we should analyze it theoretically. It's one of those, just like, it's one of those notes, you know.
Gotcha.
Think Prokofiev.
I loved that.
Wow.
It just sounds so like satisfying.
This is wild.
Yeah, it's very traveling to different places-esque. Teleporting to new worlds. Here we go.
What is that? The bum, bum, bum. Is that F major? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, yeah, so it almost does like the... Yeah, it's got that triumphant kind of quality from the... Yeah, like just the whole step up in the chord. It's really cool. It's really cool!
Super cool.
That is a blue third. It's not quite a flat 3, but it's not quite a raised 3 either. That's really good. That's nice. Yes or no? That's cute. I heard
Break
April
the rules
Fools.
like
You hear
April Fools?
I
Yeah,
heard April
it's like we break the rules like April Fools.
Like they keep kind of the intrigue in this rap verse, just like with the different sounds.
And then this overly long dance break. But it's like building up, which is really cool.
And it sounds like they bring in some French horns there. We have some really warm, brassy-esque textures in both the bass and like filling out the mid-register.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
C sharp, C, G, 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 G.
my god.
Goddamn.
That's such an interesting, like, progression of sort.
Oh.
And then what? Okay, so it goes from here and then here.
And then it kind of
And
sits
then
on
we're like in B minor for a second, and then
it tends to sit on G major too, I think, in that section. Like that's where the phrase starts again.
Were there any textures or vocal edit sounds that stood out to you that you enjoyed listening to?
The verse is great. Like they make the G Lydian and D Lydians like really different. It's like a 141. Yeah, it's like suddenly they take it back. Also the instrument they use. It's like the G Lydian is like very sawtooth sound, and then goes to like a very, sounds like a percussion a little bit. Yeah, I guess, yeah. At least a synth sound to a plug sound.
La la la, and they did a la
La la la la la la la la. It's a good way to make your song a little creepy, but they didn't like overdo it or like. I like how they incorporated that.
This is an
It's,
interesting,
nice. Nice.
I don't want to say proof of concept, because it was actually a really good song too. Like, I had to peel back my ears from listening to that tritone, and the balance of like instrumentals to vocals and their different uses of like a wide variety of sounds reminded me of a lot of other season groups that have a sophisticated sense of like when to put in and what kind of cool sounds to put in.
Yeah, I was low-key thinking of Shiny when I heard them jumping around so much. I was like, this kind of reminds me when I'm trying to listen to Shiny. I'm like, where are they going?
So you know how like there are songs that are set in a creepy dollhouse, but then some of these songs still try to be like about love and motivational. I think this song, it's like sometimes comfy, sometimes eerie. And the overall impression is I'm kind of there's something really creepy about it. Just especially because that ending is kind of unsettling, not gonna lie. And then it's here. What?
It's kind of scary.
But isn't it a bop?
It's a bop, but it's like there's a reason it's called the devil's chord. You know, it's like it's a bit unsettling. There was never like, it didn't feel like there was a good sense in the bass of like, or as they said. And then even going down to like a 6, you didn't feel like
you didn't hear a 5-1-5-1.
You didn't feel like or hear a power chord that like affirmed you that you were there, and it gives you this sense of uneasiness, I think, or at least it did for me, which is why it was interesting.
As a bass player, 1s and 5s are my home, and I had no home.
Right, instead of a sense of home, and you know, more chord progressions, you get bass.
The first minute, I was like, I don't understand what's happening. And I was also like looking for some kind of tonal center, because that's what I do when I listen to music, and I couldn't find it. And so that was kind of painful. I'm sure it was there, I just couldn't hear it. Once it took off into like the motif, you know, and kept returning, I loved it. So I think it's bold it didn't start with something more similar to that.
It's a very risky first song. I don't know, I come out of this song being a tad frustrated because there are really good elements, but I just feel as though things are a little bit misplaced.
Where?
I feel as though that chorus, especially that drum line where it's like boom, ga, boom, ga, boom, and then it slows down to boom, boom, ga, boom, boom, boom. That's very like, especially with the major 7th chords going on and the harmonies, it felt as though the chorus acted more as a build-up than an actual chorus itself, because it felt as though it was like boom, ka, da 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 boo da boo da boo da boo da boo, and then after that should come in like a big chorus, or at least that's how I felt. Instead, what you got was a tritone, which, especially given the instrument, was a little bit anticlimactic for me. What they have is really, really good. I just feel as though if they used it to serve a different sort of area, the tritone wouldn't have been as jarring. But because the momentum built up to that tritone, I did maximize my enjoyment of it.
I see, yeah. When you listened to it, what did you think its like #1 strength was?
Funny enough, I think it's the chords. I think how adventurous they are with the chords. The predominant chord, it evolves from this in the verse with this, and then in the chorus, it becomes a more tonal, but still, or a little bit less intense or a less abrasive, but still definitely dissonant. Where it's like, I think how they sort of like experimented with that and how they kind of like really showed off the tritone when they wanted it to be really present versus when they wanted to showcase more like these beautiful chords with these like sevenths and tritones and stuff like that. I think that's really cool.
No, as someone who hasn't practiced dictation and their oral listening is a little bit rough when it comes to harmonic changes, this just felt like I was shot off into space and we never stopped. Yeah.
This song is hyper and it's pop, but it has nothing to do with the hyper pop movement. It's not even leagues close. It messes more with music theory than like dissonant timbres, which is real cool. It is forging new grounds. It really is.
I feel high on life after listening to this. I feel so energized.
Yeah.
I was starting to be a little bit tired before this film session, but oh my god, my heart is beating fast. I'm ready to defeat my enemies.
Oh man.
Sometimes
teddy bear reminded me
at
of?
night, I put my teddy bear in a box.
Jason, do you want to like